What's up, y'all? It's your girl Krissy and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna do a little get ready with me chit chat as I do my makeup. I wanted to do these videos for a while and I just had something that I wanted to come on here and just talk to y'all about how I've been feeling lately, things that I've noticed about myself. So let's just get this video started. All right, y'all, so I already did my brows and I got me some fresh braids. I really love how they came out. Literally just finished up maybe 30 minutes ago. Found a new girl and she really did that. Love it. But I'm gonna do some skincare and I'm just gonna talk to y'all about how I've been feeling. So it's been a minute since I posted. And I don't know what order this video is coming out in, but there has been a huge gap and I just haven't been feeling myself lately. I haven't been feeling like creating content lately. I've just been honestly just self-sabotaging. I feel like I've been really down on myself and I wanted to just kind of talk about it because I did an article a couple months back talking about self-sabotaging, and honestly I went back and I was reading the article and I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm doing. And sometimes I feel like, you know, it be me that puts myself in a funk. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be my own downfall. You know what I'm saying? I need to be my biggest cheerleader, and you know, it's not going to work that way if I keep doing things that's going to bring me down or not recognizing the behaviors in myself that are very self-sabotaging. So I kind of wanted to talk about the article, tell y'all what I've been doing, and also what are signs of self-sabotaging. So girl, one of the things that I noticed about me is your girl do not like to ask for help. You hear me? Asking for help is so difficult for a couple of reasons for me, because I feel like sometimes when I ask for help, it do make me feel like now I gotta depend on somebody else for something, and I kind of feel like I need to be able to do it by myself. I need to be able to do some of these things for myself, and that can kind of be a downfall because there's nothing wrong with getting help, you know what I mean? Sometimes it even makes you more productive because, you know, it takes the load off of things that you really don't need to do, and if you can get help with it, then why not? It saves time so that you can focus on the other things that might need your attention. And I just don't know, I just feel like sometimes when I ask for help, it don't be working out the way I wanted to, and sometimes I'll be like, damn, well, girl, you should have did that yourself. Or like I said, I need to do it by myself. I can't depend on somebody, because what if they're not available? I still need to be able to perfect these things so that I know how to do them for myself, you know? So that was a big thing that I realized that I was doing, and I need to know when it's okay. Okay, girl, get help for this. If somebody's offering, get help. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's one way. One other way that you can know that you're self-sabotaging is, girl, not accepting nor giving yourself praise. And baby, I am so guilty of that. I remember talking about that in therapy. I remember talking about that in therapy. I can't even take a compliment because I'm so unsatisfied with myself in this moment. You know what I mean? To the point where I can't even accept a compliment. And my therapist was like, you know, you should accept what people are saying to you. It's one, people see what you don't see. Two, she's like, imagine somebody really expressing their feelings about how much they love something and you just rejecting it. And I was like, oh wow, I mean, that's real, you know what I'm saying? And I will not give myself the praise. If I can't accept it, I'm definitely not giving it to myself, because I feel like in not accepting it, I'm telling myself it's not true, or I don't deserve it, you know? And that is not good. It's very self-sabotaging, because in some type of way, like, you're putting a negative idea, a negative perception into yourself, you know? Also, it's making it more difficult for you to see like your small wins. And if you're not seeing your small wins, I think it's going to make it difficult to see you getting to your big wins. Like, you know how there's like levels in different boards. Like, there's world 1, for example. Like, if you've ever played Mario, like, there are different boards that you got to get to before you complete that world. And are you gonna like put down the fact that you just won this world? No, it's a leap. You know what I'm saying? You beat this board and you're gonna complete this world, then you move on to the next. Like, it's like you completed this step. This was another step, a part of a bigger goal, and you just need to complete that. And I feel like, I don't know, there was like a huge disconnect, and I just was unsatisfied with myself. I guess unsatisfied with where I was at, and it really made it difficult for me to see the things that I needed to see. So that ended up in me like, you know, not celebrating myself. I remember my friends would be like, oh, I'm so proud of you. And because I don't feel like I did too much with this year, or, you know, the year didn't start out as strong as I hoped it would, I feel like, what are you proud of? Like, you know, that was really my mentality. And girl, that is so self-sabotaging, because it's like you're really telling yourself you're not doing anything. You're not allowing yourself to celebrate yourself, you know? And you're just getting in your own way, really, and you're just like you're just really blocking your blessings. Like, you are really blind to what you've accomplished. And girl, that's a sucky place to be, because you could really be out here killing it and you really dead ass don't know. Like, you won't even allow yourself to see that. And the last thing I want to say about that, and kind of like something that I keep telling myself, is that there's always something to celebrate yourself for. Like, not even to make it like we celebrating mediocrity, but it's like, you woke up today, you got out of bed, you are working towards being your better self. You woke up 100% living your life, your truth, and being who you are. And that's really something to like celebrate. Like, staying true. You're still going, even on rough days. Like, whether you do the work in public or private, it's getting done. You know what I mean? You're understanding your habits, seeing what needs to be changed, and that is all a part of the journey. And so, baby, if nothing else, know that every day is a step in your bigger goal. And like, I say that to y'all, but I'm really also saying that to myself too. Like, okay, so another sign that you're self-sabotaging is completely isolating yourself. Y'all, I do this partially because that's the introvert in me, but isolating yourself, this is probably like the worst one, only because even if you feel everything else, it makes it harder to get out of that. If you're isolating yourself, you're staying indoors, you're staying in like a dark place, it's just making your mood even worse. You're not allowing outside sources like the sun, your friends, your family to come help and uplift you. You're totally isolating yourself and sitting in that mood, and it's gonna make it either worse or last way longer than it needs to. And that shit is really scary. Like, it is really scary, because you don't know what else that leads to. And that is a dark, lonely road that if you don't need to go it alone, like, don't. Honestly, like, really just don't. So if you're in a funk, you might want to be like, no, I'm not going out, because that's exactly how I am. Even when I'm not in a funk, honestly, your girl be tired, okay? Working right now is super crazy, but when you feel like that, you just gotta fight whatever's in your head, and you just gotta be like, I cannot isolate myself. I gotta be around something positive. I can't stay in these thoughts. So yeah, I think that one is like super tough, because it seems so simple and it's so tempting to do, but I think, in my opinion, it just makes whatever you're feeling like 10 times worse. All right, another thing that I would say is a sign of self-sabotaging is saying yes to every and anything. Like, whatever people ask of you, you do it, even if you don't want to, because you feel like you have to. Like, just wearing yourself out. I feel like this trait really leads to burnout, because you're just spreading yourself super thin, like super thin, and you don't know it at first, but it's gonna catch up to you, you know? But it's okay to say no, you know? Balance is a thing. Balance is normal. So the idea of feeling like you have to say yes to everything is just untrue. Like, it is just like really untrue. You can't say yes to everything. You can't be everything to everybody, and you can't do everything. Like we mentioned before, not asking for help. Like, not asking for help and being always asked for help is like a double-edged sword. Like, you know? So you just gotta find the balance in everything. And one last thing that I would say about saying yes to everything or people pleasing is it does give you less time to do the things that you need to do for yourself. You know, it gives you less time to do all of that stuff, which leads me into my next sign that you are self-sabotaging is putting your needs on hold. You know what I'm saying? It is very, very important to do things for yourself. You know, I feel like this really piggybacks off of the last one, but like putting your needs last can also kind of lead to burnout in a way, because you need to do the things that you need to do for your mind, body, and soul. It's so essential to like recharging, you know, and watering yourself, like self-care, you know, taking breaks. Like, you just need to do the things that you need to do for yourself. If you want to buy something for yourself, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You spread your money, pay your bills. You know, if you take care of other people, you take care of other people with, you know, your money. But you deserve to splurge too. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you do for other people, you should never, ever take away from yourself. And this is something I feel like I've gotten better with as the years go on, because I'm just like, I'm not gonna give myself the things. Like, I'm not gonna be out here doing this, that, and that, and then not give nothing to myself. Like, every time I get paid, I'm like, girl, you deserve something nice. You know, every time I do something that I feel like I did well, or, you know, girl, you deserve something nice. Go get that for yourself. But yeah, I definitely think that attending to your needs is super important. It helps you grow. It helps you get into the habit of practicing self-love and self-care and just pouring into yourself. And the more you do that, I think the more you do that is the better you feel too. Like, the more energy you'll have to put towards things, or, you know, the more confident you'll be. Like, because when your body and your mind and like your spirit needs something, it's gonna send you a signal some way, somehow, letting you know, like, girl, this is what I need. Okay, so let's take some time to figure this shit out. Dead serious, you know. So definitely put yourself first. And just because you do that does not mean you're selfish. It means that you're aware, you know, and you're attentive. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Period. All right, let's get into the next sign. So the next sign is procrastinating, which I've been heavy on the procrastination, girl. And I think I just been heavy on the procrastination because I'm tired of starting and stopping. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm happy with. And I don't want to put out something that I'm not happy with just for the sake of being consistent. But at the same time, I'm about to put two of these in one, okay? At the same time, I'm not waiting for perfection, because like, what is that anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is perfection anyway? I just want to be completely like happy with it, but then I also have to come to myself and be like, okay, are you just not happy with it because you can do this better, or are you just nitpicking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to be perfect, girl, that's gonna take forever, because again, what is that anyway? Like, you're gonna procrastinate until you feel like it's absolutely perfect. But what might be perfect to you, or might be like really good to you, could be different for somebody else. Like, you know, damn. I'm gonna just leave that on there for a little bit. You know, that could be different for somebody else. So the more you procrastinate one day, girl, that day could turn into weeks, months, okay? You just kind of gotta figure it out. Take the time that you need, practice it if you need to, and then once you got it, just don't keep putting it off. Just keep putting it out until it gets better and better, because practice makes you more, I don't want to say practice makes perfect, but practice gives you more knowledge. It'll allow you to make changes, and it'll allow you to grow. So practice and you will grow. Perfection doesn't exist. Do not wait to be perfect, because that is a goal that is very, very, very hard to achieve. Perfect to me is like an illusion, and I don't feel like that's my issue. I feel like more so I'm a hard person to please, and I'm a very, very hard critic for myself. But you know, I think those two kind of go hand in hand. Like, it's very self-sabotaging, because then you start to get super critical of yourself. And once you get into the habit of like procrastinating, when it's finally time to put it out or get it done, it's gonna take a minute, because I think procrastination is one of those things that kind of like creep up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even really realize, like, damn, I was supposed to do this like a week ago. And then the more you put it out of your mind, like, okay, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, like later really piles up. So I think you just kind of need to be mindful of that. Don't say like do it later. Be like, you know, have an exact date, time that's realistic to get it done, where you get your break, where you feel like you learn what you need to learn, or you have everything that you need to complete that task. And again, I'm telling y'all these things, but when I wrote the article, I wrote this with kind of seeing the things that I've done personally to like self-sabotage, and how these behaviors could just be so detrimental, you know? So I'm not an expert at this. I'm very much going through this and trying to, you know, undo these bad habits for myself. Also, if you want to read the article, I'm going to put it in the description box below. So yeah, I just kind of knocked both of those out. Trying to be perfect and procrastination definitely kills creativity. And I want to say this last one that I feel like, girl, this is another, like a really big and a really important one to me too, is negative self-talk, girl. It do the same thing as not giving yourself that praise. Like, so let me tell you, I seen this quote. I'm gonna read it to you because bitch, this is super real, okay? The words you speak become the house you live in. Nothing but facts. Like, Whatever you say, your mind is a powerful thing. Remember that. Whatever you say, you really start to believe it. You really start to see it. Like, it's almost like you're training your mind to really see these things. If you're like, damn, you know, I don't look good, or damn, I can't do it. Like, you really, the more you say it is the more that you start to see it, whether it's true or not. You've just already convinced your mind that you can't do it. And how do we move? It's our mind, it's our brain sending our body signals to do this, to do that. So if you're speaking negatively to yourself, trust and believe you're gonna live out the words and the thoughts that you have, you know? It's crazy. It is crazy. And I be trying to channel my inner Issa. I be like, listen, mirror bitch, okay? I know you feeling funky today. But you worthy, you got this, you know exactly what to do. I'm looking down because my mirror right here. But you know, you looking, ugh. Hold on girl, I got yep mouth. But you gotta look in there and you gotta say positive things like, girl, you can do this. You're more than capable of getting things done. You're smart, you're intelligent, you're creative, you're beautiful. You know, you just gotta really speak those things into your life, because that negative self-talk will literally have you stressed out, literally seeing somebody that's not even there. And I think that comes a lot from like insecurities. I think that comes from like, you know, self-esteem. I have my days where I'm like super confident, like, yeah, girl, you can do this. You look good. You got this. You got this. Well, I did this real good today. But then I have my days. Okay, I have my days where it's, you know, it's a little iffy. It's a little iffy, and I might need to work harder on those days, but that negative self-talk is literally the queen of self-sabotaging, okay? Literally the queen of self-sabotaging. And it's such an easy thing to do, but I feel like you gotta fight it, you know? You gotta really be like, wait, hold on. We're not even gonna think that today. The day is not going perfect. It's not going great, but you're still capable. You still have the power to turn this whole thing around. You know, you just kind of gotta like, whenever you feel it, whenever you say it or see it, you just kind of gotta like shake it off. Like, nah, okay, we're not doing this today, because that's only gonna make the mood I'm in worse. But yeah, I think it's very important to kind of keep those positive affirmations close to you, keep it visible to you, you know, manifest, pray, you know, speak to the universe, whatever it is that you do, just kind of do that, because I think the biggest part about manifestation is saying it, believing it, keeping it in your line of view, so that your actions are always working close to that, or closer to your goal. So whenever the negative thoughts creep in, you know, because it's gonna happen realistically, like, but just know, the more positive you have, the more positive your outlook and your thoughts are towards yourself, towards the things that you want to do, is the more that you speak into that direction. But yeah, there are gonna be tough days, but you're gonna be able to get through that, you know? You just kind of gotta let yourself feel the feels, but then snap right out of it. That snap was weak as fuck. But you gotta just snap right out of it and continue to do great things. So that's, to me, the most obvious, the most crucial signs to look out for, to know if you're self-sabotaging or not. And girl, know that if you're going through it, you know, you are not alone. This stuff happens. and like it's okay, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup, kind of make sure that it's looking okay, because I'm not gonna lie, I use my phone as a monitor, and sometimes what be on the phone do not be what's on the camera. Like, so let me just take a look at everything, finish up with my lips and stuff, and I'll be back. All right, y'all, so I just did a gloss. I'm gonna put some setting spray on. Have that do what it do, because it's so hot outside, so I already know I'm gonna be sweating. All right, y'all, so yeah, this is the end of the video. This is how everything came out. Y'all know I don't really do makeup professionally. I just do a little 1-2-1-2 to look cute, and I really like how this came out. I would link everything that I use in the description box below, again, along with the article that I wrote about self-sabotaging, just in case you want to share it, read it, you know what I mean. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a like if you did. Leave any comments, feedback, questions that you have in the comments below. And yeah, share this video with anyone that you know that will benefit from it. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.